Well, welcome to our podcast, the Become an Author podcast. And I am excited. I'm excited because we have with us today Grandmaster Stephen Miller, a martial artist who's featured in the Elite Martial Artists Worldwide Compilation book. He is now officially an international best-selling contributing author.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great today, sir. Thank you.
I mean, how does it feel? I know how it feels, but how does it feel to now you have as a title, you have books, you're monetizing. How does it feel to be known as a international best-selling author?
Almost unbelievable, sir. I mean, it's a couple months ago when we started putting this project together, I never would have fathomed that it could become an international bestseller so quickly. It's like pinch, and it's a great feeling. It's a really great feeling.
Listen, remember I tell you, don't give up the day job until you get to your third book.
I'm not leaving anything anytime soon, but it's definitely a great feeling. I walk around with a little more smile on my face sometimes. It's just, it's a great thing.
And everyone, what we're really talking about is martial artists. That's, the genre that I'm in because I'm a martial artist. And what we've been able to do is to help other people tell their story. And, there's so much that we do in our profession that people just see the kick and the punch, but the things on leadership, the different things that we know, we can share, that we can make others better. There's so many things that's locked up in our minds, or the things that we do and take for granted. So everyone, if you're just tuning in, we're here with Grandmaster Stephen Miller, and you got to go to Amazon. You can check out his book. Go to his website, and that website on the top of my head is www.stephenmillerauthor.com.
Yes, sir. That's it.
All right, bam. That's a lot I have to hold in my head every day. But so go to his website today, purchase a book, and he's going to sign it. He's one of these guys, you're going to have to keep your eyes on him because he's got a lot of really good things that's going to be happening in the future. And, you really want to keep your eyes on these upcoming martial artists that's actually learning that, okay, what else can I do with all this knowledge that I have? So the book released a few weeks ago. You see a picture of it here up on our screen. This is our group. We had 20 contributing authors in this book. And a contributing author, everyone wrote a chapter on a particular topic they felt they were an expert in, and whether it was the secrets to life, leadership, or business. So this book is not just a martial arts type book. It is a philosophy book. It's a motivational book. Again, you get it at Amazon. You can get it at Barnes and Noble. It's in a Kindle. It's in a soft cover, hard cover, and it's also in an audio book. All right, so Grandmaster Miller, so tell us a little bit. You chose to write on what, leadership?
Yes, sir. Yeah, on the leadership section. Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about, we don't want to tell everything. People need to go buy the book and read the book. We're not going to tell everything, but, tell us a little bit about, your chapter, because we may have other people. We have a new book series that's getting ready to start, and that's going to be starting. It's already launching. People are already enrolling in that next one. So we've written 3 books, and all 3 of them have made the Amazon #1 international bestseller list. The books are still selling. They're still out there, and they're still doing. And we did a few different things with you as a test project because we know that technology is changing. So we did a few things different. So tell us a little bit about your chapter and why did you decide to write a chapter that's going to be dealing with leadership?
All right. So when I was younger, we've spoken a couple times about this, but when I was younger, a lot of confidence issues in myself, afraid to get out there and do things on my own. I stayed at home a lot, didn't like to interact with people, shy, whatnot. So my parents got me into a martial arts class when I was 16. And I, through my training, have learned the values of confidence, discipline, and respect that you learn through the martial arts, and how it now affects my whole life, how I've now grown and become more confident. I'm now running 8 dental offices. I'm a director of operations. So, I'm out there presenting myself as a leader. It's helped me to, in my discipline and respect, to be how to react to certain situations, but always calm and in control. So the team always sees that, they want to follow you. You're not losing them by just acting in ways off the handle and not making always the right decisions, staying within yourself. So it really is helped. And I wanted to present that to everybody else. And it's funny because a couple of books I sold, I had one of the fathers reach out to me and said, gosh, I read your book. You must have been discussing my daughter in that book, because she's going through the exact same things right now that you talked about in the first part of the chapter. So he's letting her read it, and he thinks it's going to have a huge impact on her. And she's a volleyball player, she's not, has nothing to do with martial arts. As far as the whole, its philosophies is how it can impact your life. So that's kind of how I got into it. My chapter is based on the fundamentals of confidence, discipline, and respect, and how they can positively impact your life.
Wow. I mean, that's and the thing is, we're waking people up. They, in the back of their subconscious mind, they know these things. And what this book is doing is bringing it to the forefront. Again, we have Grandmaster Dennis Brown, Linda Denley. So we have a lot of great martial artists. And again, we have 20 martial artists that has written a chapter. So it's not about me. I have a chapter in the book, but it's not about me. My chapter may resonate with you. And one of the key things I want to reflect back on what you was just saying, most successful martial artists, they dealt with confidence, and I would never stand and speak in front of a group. I had no interest in reading. I graduated from high school and really didn't see any future for myself but working on the farm. And thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Nothing wrong with farming, but again, but that's what our stories are about. Someone says you should be one thing, but you turn out to be something else. Mm-hmm. Someone looks at your beginning part and they don't feel that you're going to be achieving or succeeding, but they look, 20 years in front, and you're at this whole place. They go, wow, he did it, and they never believe that. And again, Here you are running, these doctors' offices, and people are relying on your information and your skill sets to help them grow their businesses, to impact their patients. And, and this is you out of uniform. Yes. So, this is you out of uniform. What you should have is have a dress up day at work, and everyone bring in their favorite, your uniform. Or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we just skip that one. I don't know how that's going to turn out. But but that's the great part. And to see you go out there as an author, I see you doing your book signings. Right now, looking forward to going into some of these other, bookstores, grocery stores, every place you can possibly be, and actually share that with your community. Setting up a booth at the mall. The mall will rent you a booth for a weekend. And guess what? And you are a martial artist, and you run a martial arts business. And so if you're a martial arts business owner, our compilation books, our magazines are the perfect tool for you to be able to build yourself in the community. Because, Grandmaster Miller, is setting up a booth at the mall, take a weekend. But guess what? You run a martial arts school too. So now when people they meet you or parents are talking with you, not only you're a martial artist, now you're an international best-selling author. So that makes you're an expert in leadership. So people would listen to you before, but now you've actually written a book on it. So that now makes you an expert. So now when you have students who are thinking about summer camps or getting involved in the martial arts, and you have your booth set up in the mall and people stopping by, meeting you. So guess what's going to happen? Your school flourishes, your summer camps flourishes. All of these things flourish because people now they see your book out, your pictures on the front cover. So, and I don't, you have a picture, you have a copy of your book? Of course you have a copy of your book.
Oh, hold on.
Bring it to the center a little bit more.
It's because of I got the background on, so it's hard to see the whole thing. There you go.
There you go. You look good, but that's what we're talking about. Every student wants to have a picture of you that they can take home, and
Yes, sir.
mine I can probably do easier. Here's my cover. So we have 20 martial artists, and what we've done is to create this book project that it's not you in the book, but we personalize it. So now that we now help you monetize your book. I think that Amazon in March, they paid out something like $60 million of revenue to authors. We're in this season or this period right now of uncertainty. So now if we can create other things, again, you got a full-time job, full-time schedule, but now you have a book that's now bringing you additional revenue in. So this is a positive. How do I create other revenue streams? How does my book, when I give it to my banker, and so we develop a relationship, or those people that you want to develop a relationship with, the book is that excellent opportunity. Now, if you check out, depending on what news channel you watch, every newscaster now has a book. They've got a book coming out, and it makes them an expert. So that book has that power to open those doors for you. So when you started thinking about writing, because I hear this a lot, well, I don't know what I'm going to write about. And I say to someone, this is the reason you should do it, so you can, really look into yourself and find out, what it is that I have that can make the world a better place. What is my contribution? So how did you go about deciding? We talked about that a little bit, but someone that is not sure of what to write on, because we gave you those three options: the secrets to life, the secrets to leadership, or the secret to business. So you didn't have to really go out and brainstorm 5,000 things, because there was three options and you chose leadership. So give us a little look inside. What was your thinking? Did you just sort of see this in your daily work that you do in your profession, or at the school, that this would be a good topic?
Absolutely. So the name of my Taekwondo school is CDR Taekwondo, and it stands for Confidence, Discipline, Respect, the main focus of my chapter. And, from when I first started opening the school, when I was thinking about it, my wife and I were brainstorming, because she was just starting to learn the arts. And she's the one that really kind of pushed me over the edge to start the school, which God bless she did, because she's really made a difference in my life, this side of it. But she said, you have to name it the CDR Taekwondo, because that's such the core values that you live by, just in the way you act and present yourself in this world, that you should name it that and help others understand the importance of these areas. So in the martial arts school, the Taekwondo school, I'm the leader, because I'm the sabonim, the grandmaster of the school. But then also in my other job, the dental job, I'm the regional manager running all these offices. So I'm a leader there as well. So I had to, I thought it was important to write about these three topics, how they helped inform me as the manager I am, the leader that I am. And hopefully it can impact somebody else to grow upon that and become better leaders themselves.
Well, wow. I'm listening to you and I'm thinking to myself, man, that's a good opening. And I'm getting ready to do a presentation to a new parent. And now I can connect the name of my school to the chapter. Boy, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
So it's another way to actually build your school, your brand, having you stick out in the community. Because most times when someone is looking for a martial arts school or a product, they're looking for the reviews, or they look and see what is the person doing. Because there's a martial arts school on every corner. So what makes your schools, stick out? Number one, the name. Now, when I find the name of your school and I understand what those initials, what they stand for. They come into your martial arts school. There's a big vertical banner, there with your picture on it, and with the book on it. And so they're building a sense of confidence in you as a martial artist, because they don't have to wait 6 weeks to see what you've got to say or to learn more about you, your book itself. And again, I tell all of our authors, especially if you're a martial artist or non-martial artist, every student that enrolls in your school should have a copy of the book. Number one, they've got a picture of their teacher they can point to. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then, the parents, they're your best source for talking about you and talking about your school to other parents. And, they're in that conversation. Yes. And Grandmaster Miller, he has a book out, so that really, really brings that to life and helps to share with the community that you're in. And I know you go to tournaments, and we're talking about setting booths up at the martial arts events. So it's not really, it is about books and letting people get their hands on your books, but it's also about the other doors that it's actually opening for you.
Yep.
So if you had to do a 2-minute presentation on, let's say a minute presentation, telling someone about making that decision to be a writer in our compilation books, let me check your sales pitch out. What would you say to them?
Find what's in your heart, because that's always a good place to start with the topic you want to write about. Something that you're confident in and that you are, inside and out, and the way you live your life. I mean, it's always best to write about what drives you, because then it's real. That's kind of where I came from in this, and it's opened up like you said, so many doors from people wanting this, and now it's making me look even deeper into the thinner crevices to find what other areas I can write about and pull those out of me as well. So it helps you know who you are as a person, because you really have to sit and think about what you're writing about and how it, you want it to be real, because I don't want to write about confidence, discipline, and respect and then not follow it myself. And people say, well, why are you writing this? You don't even do it yourself. So it's who I am as a person, and I want to present that to somebody else. So that's what I would say. Find what is important to you, how you present yourself, and start there, and then see where it develops into.
So is this your second compilation?
This is my first. I mean, we did the legacy book together, where
right.
I have, but this is the second. Yeah, I guess the second book. Yes, sir.
Well, I'll send you over the title of the new compilation that's going to be coming out in January at Sifu Alan Goldberg's event in Atlantic City. So we're launching that now. So how many books does it take to make you a brand?
3
books.
Yes,
3
sir.
books. So we've got 2. And everyone, remember, go to his website. And what is your website again, sir?
Stephen Miller author.com. And that's
I love that sound.
like on the screen here.
And again, the books are available on Amazon. So we have several other authors. And what we've done, we have launched another way to help our authors create revenue, is to build their brand with their personalized books that they can now sell them on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, constantly looking at ways that to help them create revenue, because we have a good product. There's no doubt about the product. We have a great product. So we're constantly trying to move different ways to be able to help them to be able to build their brand. So if you notice the cover, we have about 8 or 9, probably about 10 people on the front cover. But each person has that opportunity to have their own personalized cover that they can market and brand. They have that opportunity to have their books up on Amazon, selling on Amazon. So we offer so many different avenues to help the martial arts community, the business community. So if you're listening to our program, you say, well, I've got about 5 or 6 people in our group, and we would like to do an anthology book. Can you give us information on how to do it? Then, call Elite Publications. And again, our website is www.elitepublications.org. And you can, contact us. We can help you bring your book idea to life. If you're a Christian author, I'm a minister, and I have 5 coming out, my 5th book that's dealing just with spirituality and personal development from a spiritual side. So no matter what you've been thinking about, if there's a book inside of you, then remember, let it go. I mean, so many people that tell me someone has told them, you should write a book. You should write a book. You should write a book. Well, maybe you should listen to them. And the other thing we've developed for our authors, so they have a chapter in our book, but now we're teaching them how to go back and turn their chapter into a book. So we're taking a thought, an idea, and we write it. It looks good, got great response. Well, then why not take that chapter and now we turned in a book? So we're helping them on not just get this book out, but helping them to be able to personalize their book. Any last words from you, sir?
No, just like you said, find a pen and paper and start taking your daily journal notes, put together your thoughts and jump into it. Anybody even thinks they can't, that like I did 6-7 months ago before we had met. I never would have thought I would have written a book. And now, like you said, I'm in 2. So it's possible for anybody to do this. You just got to get started. And I would suggest it heavily because it's very exciting, especially when you get the international bestseller. That's super cool.
Everyone likes to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It feels good.
So if you want to win, if you have published a book and it died on you and you didn't get success, then reach out to Elite Publications. We can help you bring life back into your book. If you have questions, let us know. We have several projects that's happening. Our 50-year biography book for martial artists with 50 or more years in martial arts. And don't forget, we're going to be in Las Vegas, and that's going to be coming up August the 29th and 30th for the Who's Who in the Martial Arts Hall of Honor and Legacy book release. That's going to be in Las Vegas. Don't want to miss it. Everyone, this is Jessie Bowen with Elite Publications. Everyone has a story. You just have to get it out. And our special guest today is Grandmaster Stephen Miller. So be blessed. Remember, everyone has a story. You just have to get it out.